you have very clearly shown the way to the entrepreneurs of North Bengal. You are the leading example of what a small entrepreneurs can achieve. And I am positive, absolutely clear that with your example in mind, entrepreneurship Siliguri, young entrepreneurs in Siliguri will positively outside. May I now request Mr. Manish Bansal, Chief Executive Officer, SME Value Advisors from Bombay, to address the area.
Means is from who? Akbar and his 9 Ruknas. You know, this picture, I spent some time thinking, what does this picture tell you is, Akbar knew his limitations, number 1. Yeah? Number 2 what? He knew there are more competent people than him. And number 3, he appreciated that competence in the people. Is that correct? He spent time thinking. 3 things I'm talking. 1 is he knew that he didn't know everything. Right? 2nd is he knew that there are people who are more competent than me. And 3rd, he knew or he appreciated the competence in those people. If you do these 3 things, that's the mantra to get to the next level. You cannot get to the next level with the same line of thinking, with the same set of working the way you have been doing, getting up and running like a joker doesn't work. You have got to change your thought process, and that's where it is. So what does it mean is, acknowledging what you don't know is downing of wisdom. Many of us, they say there are 3 kinds of people who say we don't know. So one is, they know that they don't know. And they are the wise people. 2nd is what? What? They know that they don't know, and I'm talking about, but they have to behave as if they know. All these other sales guys, primarily I was a banker for 5 years, with due respect to the bankers, Bankers, when they go to the customer, they talk about starting from the gold to silver to equity to commodity to currency. कुछ नहीं छोड़ते, सब बात करते हैं, right? Last में बोलते हैं कि deal था, इसका क्या करना है, right? So anyway, so they behave as if they know, maybe, and they know that they don't know. And 3rd is what? People who don't know that they don't know. I think very dangerous law. They don't know that they don't know, and that's the worst part to happen with anyone. You are ignorant about your own ignorance. You've got to stop it somewhere and say, look, I know that I don't know. And when you don't know, you've got to work with the people who know. It's not difficult. But appreciating the competence in the people is difficult virtue, which you and me have to nurture as an entrepreneur. Otherwise, we will never be able to get to the next level. And then what does it mean? Here is my master, my guru, Mr. Chetan Parekh, who is talking tremendously on businesses, and he makes a beautiful statement. Progress is made from contradictions, not from confirmations. I will sincerely urge you to go back and fire all your yes people. People who are all the time saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, you've got to stand up and fire all of them tomorrow because you don't need them. Either they are very afraid of you, or maybe you have to nurture yourself and say, have I created that fear in them that they can't tell me the truth? They are not telling you the truth if all the time they are saying yes to you. So you've got to think about it, you've got to be surrounded about the people who can raise their questions without any fear. If you are going wrong as a promoter, they should be standing up and saying, you are talking bullshit, it does not make any sense. But I have not seen people who are on the employment, very rarely being able to say that, or promoter being able to listen. वो बोलेगा देख दरवाजा बोरा, तब से मत आना बिल्कुल. What are you talking? But I, as an independent guy, all the time when I work with the promoter, the first condition is you have to be ready to listen. Truth. If I say something, I really mean it. There can't be 2 versions, one in the mind and one in the words. No way. And that's where it is. Please look at your people and look for the contradictions to your thought process. This is very interesting. Opportunity loss. Look, good people are very expensive. Yes, they are very expensive. Good people have to be expensive, then they are good. Otherwise, they are not good if something is really cheap. And that's the way we all think, right? But remember it, important point is, costs are visible, but opportunity costs are what? Not there. You don't know what you are missing by not hiring those great minds. You have to figure out how you enroll the great people. One is the vision they have to be excited about. They have to be excited about the impact, the difference they can make. Another point I think is, if you can't give them cash, give them the equity inside. structured in such a manner that transaction that the guy gets the upside, he still does the work with you. Please understand, these points are very important if you are in the process of building team. If you do not address these issues upfront, you will have a problem, right? There will be a lot of this, uncomfortable situation going forward. And never forget the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost of not hiring good people is tremendous, which nowhere appears in your P&L in the balance sheet. But that's very critical. On opportunity cost, I remember something. So these are the two guys sitting on the lunch table in the office and talking. One guy says, well, I don't know, but it's too much stress. Well, what happened? My BB, whenever we go sit for the dinner in the night, every day she talks about ex-husband, opportunity cost, ex-husband. Well, you are very lucky. Mine talks about the next husband. Very interesting. So this is the opportunity cost, You have to be very clear about opportunity cost funda. It's a very interesting thought process. So to say, remember it, opportunity costs are very high when you don't hire good people. And you have to understand that. So what does it mean? It means to grow in a sustainable manner, you have got to make yourself redundant. You have got to move from people-driven organization to a process of systems-driven organization. What does it mean is professionalize yourself. What does it mean is hire great people and build a team. What does it mean is put the systems in place, because I have seen people who try to grow without systems, they somewhere meet with an accident in such a bad manner that they never can look back. Right? It's a very tough situation. Please put the systems in place. And then is the question, next challenge people talk about is access to what? किसी भी promoter से पूछ लो, सब बोलता है पैसा चाहिए. And वो same way में बोलता है, boss, ये bankers, these guys are jokers. They don't listen. They are not ready to what? Give money to me at all. Private equity, same situation. So bad, I've been running after the bank 4 months. Every day, new document they ask. It's a normal story. You and me experience. We do or we don't?
Yeah.
We do? Yeah. Very good. And that's where I would say, please remember, bank's job is what? To give you money. No, ask the papers nahi bhaiya. To give you money.
Yeah.
How will the bank survive by not giving money?
Yeah.
देखो बॉस, जब आपको पैसे जमा करना होता है तो आप अपनी मर्जी से कर जाते हो. The moment you put the money with the bank, there is a cost to it. Bankers need to make money, so they have to lend. Right or no? So they are ready to lend. Remember it. And so is the case with the private equity guy. How will they survive if they don't give you money? But the problem is with us. Think about it. And the problem goes with a beautiful statement here with this man. Who is this man? Any idea? You must read. This is one thing which you must do. Charlie Munger. Very good. Charlie Munger, Neeraj Bhai. And Charlie Munger, partner of Buffett at the Berkshire Hathaway, he makes a beautiful statement. Deserve before you desire. I think this is where this one line summarizes all our frustrations with our bankers and the private equity guys. All the time, you and me want. I deal with the emerging corporates all the time. The promoter says, no, मुझे तो हरी में आज ही 100 crore रुपए चाहिए. As if कोई पेट पे लटक रहा है, जाओ हिलाओ. Money is there. No, it doesn't work. You've got to respect that bankers are doing their job. They are in the custody of the people's money. This is not my money. I can just cut the check and give it to you irrespective whether you deserve that or no. No way. Please respect that part clearly. Bankers are doing their job, private equity guys are doing their job. Remember, this is their business. For you, there could be 5 other avenues. For them, the business is to lend money and to invest money. So what is important for you and me is to deserve. What does it mean is get to the level so that people give us money. Ask banker, Gupta Sahab, I had a great talk on the flight today and he was so kind to say, boss, people need to come up. I'm all ready to do the needful for them. But people need to give me little documentation. आप मुझे आके बोलते हो यार धंधा तो मेरा 20 करोड़ का है, पर पेपर पे 2 करोड़ है. बोलते हो ना यार? Who has created that mess? It's you are responsible for that. You've got to change that. Become honest. And the day you become honest, the things change dramatically because people have to rely upon what is the paper. I'm not talking something which is radically different. It's something which is truth, which when we experience every day, and you have to start changing now, not tomorrow. So deserve before you desire. An important point which is the challenge for you guys is the competition. And again, Charlie, who says, what? Capitalism is pretty brutal. Doesn't care who you are. And your father started, your grandfather started a business, but most of the time, third generation takes the business away because they are not able to sustain. Competition is multiplied, and if you do not change, there is a problem. So what we need to do? Companies